Hey guys, Don here. I want to share a couple of thoughts of the day. What I did yesterday is I made a YouTube video for the workout place that I go to. And so basically, I think a lot of times people get tired of the same stuff every day. And this is what I'm learning. It's taking me some time because I think in the past we always want to be all like content and no fun. And I think a lot of times what people listen to podcasts for is because they want to be a little entertained, or even when they're looking at YouTube videos, they want to be a little entertained. Like, we're not all about learning about feet and things like that. So a couple of things happened. I did one for the fitness asylum. It's where I go to work out. And I just recorded a little video, and it might help them a little bit, but it was fun because I was talking about how hard the workouts were and things like that. And I think people appreciate authenticity in our videos. And even as doctors, they want us to be authentic. You know, I think a lot of people are I think that you can be professional and still be authentic and be yourself. And that's taken me some time to learn. Because I think in the past, I think we're a little self-conscious and we want to be the doctor's doctor and everything else like that. But people like real people, and that builds a lot of trust. And so that was the first thing. The second thing is I was making another video this morning, and because I'm trying different things. Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about building a tribe, and the way you do that is you put out content daily. Now that's a pain if you don't have a really good process. So I'm trying this process, just so you know what's working in my head right now, is the podcast, this thing that I'm doing right now with you, as I'm recording as I drive to work. And the funny thing is, when I finish recording it, sometimes I think, gosh, I can't even remember where I went. So if ever one of these gets broken up, it might be because I got in a car accident. But that's the workflow here, as I do this in the car as I'm going to work, and we talk about different things that happened the day before. And they talk when you're doing this. This can be for your YouTube page too. Whatever you're doing in terms of content, you wanna like document and not create. So we're not only about creating content. We're like documenting like what's happening. So this morning I recorded a video, and my daughter was in the background, and I was talking about this new shoe buying guide that I put together, and like her head pops up in the video, and I thought, I should just stop it. But really, I don't think people care. I think actually people like those little things that happen in the videos. So if you go look at this recent video, it'll have her head popping up. I'm talking about shoes and some pictures, and she's laughing in the background. I think people like that authenticity. They want to know who we're dealing with. They want to know who you are as a doctor. So that's what I'm trying to do in my regular YouTube page for my office. Is I'm basically just trying to do one video a day. And once again, the workflow is pretty simple. I put it in Google Slides, the kind of the idea. So as I'm throughout the day, I like think about different things, and maybe a patient tells me about a new shoelace that they like, and then or a different like workout place, or a different type of, I don't know, anything. And then I share that with those, because the patients, yes, they want foot related stuff, but they also want other types of stuff. So that's how I'm kind of sending it. And the last thing I want to share is I've been working, I'm getting better at this. I'm still not that good, but with working with Fancy Hands. So if you're not familiar with Fancy Hands, it's a way just to get stuff done so you don't have to do it. Okay? So with Fancy Hands, if you go to fancyhands.com, kind of a funny, I think it's a funny website. But what they do is they do things in 20-minute increments. Each task is called a 20-minute increment, and you give them stuff to do. So what I'm doing currently, or what they're doing for me currently, is I had a great idea from my friend Jim about kind of doing city-specific pages on my website. So if you look at any of the websites that he's done, he's done that in a lot of them, so you can do something similar, because it's always good to copy what's working for people. And basically, what they're doing is, I did the first couple, and it's a city-specific little page. So basically, my office is, for example, in Westboro. And then I'll do one, let's say in Framingham, which is like 15 minutes away. So this page-specific one is podiatrist seeing patients near Framingham, and then I put in all the stuff. Now, I did one for each of my locations. So I did one for Worcester and one for Westboro. And then all these other ones that I'm doing with the virtual assistant, and they are putting in all the information. They're just changing, they're looking in Google Maps to see how far it is from that city. They're changing all the words just to say the proper city. So that's a simple task. So you want to have fancy hands do simple tasks like that. Another thing that you might want to have fancy hands do, or someone else do for you, is doing all these videos is the fun part. Doing all the back YouTube stuff is not the fun part. So as much and as quickly as you can get someone else to do that, that's probably the best option for you. So you do the videos, and then you have a workflow. So for example, you can give access. If you don't know this, within YouTube, you can grant people access. You don't have to give them your Gmail login. What you can do is, under like authorizations or permissions, you can actually give people to be like editors, and they can edit comments, they can edit different things, they can edit all the videos. So I have one. I think it's like a virtual assistant one I did. So like Don's virtual assistant, and then I just give that login to whoever I'm dealing with, whoever I want them to do stuff on my YouTube page, and they can go in the back end and do that. You can give that to admin, because when you're doing YouTube, you usually have a Gmail account. You don't want to give everyone your Gmail account. So those are the thoughts for the day. Okay, hope you guys have a great rest of the day.